Here at Berridge, I teach on-camera acting and writer-performer, the elective. I trained as an actor in New York City. My first training was with Maggie Flanagan in Meisner technique. She's the foremost in the city that teaches his technique. And basically it's about listening and responding. I really liked it because I feel like it makes you the most honest and you just believe you're in the story and you're not worrying about a camera or an audience. I did my undergrad at Yale University and with like comparative literature and US history and lit. And then I came to New York and I couldn't figure out that I wanted to be an actress, so I just worked in advertising and then finally got myself to film school where I did writing and directing. But while being there, I just started acting in a bunch of student films because at Columbia they have you do a lot of acting to help you be a better director. And through that I realized that was the real fit. So since then I studied with Maggie Flanagan doing a Meisner technique, which I have found really helpful on both on film and on stage. And then from there I just did master classes with Anthony Abeson and Joan Rosenfels and just try and continue to train and sketch and improv because I think all of it works together to help you tell the story better. I think what I enjoy about being here on the Berridge faculty is obviously coming to France is kind of beautiful and amazing, but it's really like getting together with these great artists and friends that I totally admire and respect, and then kind of bringing everything we've ever learned to a group of like hungry, interested kids, and it's very exciting to see what happens. It's not that long, it's less than a month, but to see what happens to the kids over the course of time is kind of shocking and fun. And then also for us on staff, we do so much creatively. We're making films and we're excited to work together. It's great for me as an artist to be around these people and do all this great work, but it's also really exciting to watch what happens to students in such a short period of time. Like, we're all here bringing all the tools we've ever gotten and learned and all of our experiences, and we just help them come forward in what they're interested in doing, what they care about. So it's a very exciting period of like kind of a communal, living in community, but also being this company, this theater and film company. And it's just exciting to see the progress in all of us. Year round, I live in crazy, crowded New York City, and coming here for a month is it's magical because you get to breathe out, you get to take in nature and see livestock and just go on amazing walks, and to be like studying and learning your lines for Shakespeare or to be envisioning what you want to write and perform on stage. It's exciting and it's beautiful to do it here. So in the writer-performer elective, we show the kids clips from all different forms of people, creating their own material, generating and devising their own work, and give them a taste from comedy to drama to people doing impressions. So we give them all of these ideas. It can be a million ways. It doesn't have to be, the one-man show. And then what's incredible is, and then we give them many writing prompts to get them sparked. And what's incredible is in such a short period of time, nothing existed, and then all of a sudden we have all this theater that they've created. And then to see them kind of get up and walk the gangplank on show night it's really exciting. All of the teachers and artists here come from a huge array of training and backgrounds and experience. So what we're trying to do is like bring the best of it, bring the gems to these students and, kind of almost arm them and equip them with these tools that they can put in a big tool belt, and then in their own lives, in their own work, they can kind of reach in and use whatever works for them in that moment. And in on-camera class in particular, both Greg and I kind of believe in like a very honest, grounded, just bringing yourself to work instead of like leaning in or creating some idea of it. It's just you under those given circumstances. And we kind of, we try and come up with things to help cocoon yourself in a story so that you're kind of like you're this deer in a forest and you're just sort of romping around and the camera's just sort of capturing it, as opposed to like the deer in the headlights. So yeah, we just try and help students create a story and envelop themselves in a story, and so they can react honestly and spontaneously. So I think one of my favorite performance nights that we do is the very informal Saturday nights, which they're just people throwing up in a very crazy, spontaneous way, whatever it is they're working on in that moment. It could be somebody who doesn't sing, who's not in musical theater, doing a song they just wrote, or someone who's just doing Shakespeare for the first time. People putting up their work and kind of getting together and collaborating with a buddy from a class or somebody from the returning class, and just throwing work up there. And it's very exciting. And even if it's not like the most polished or perfect, when people finish, like the whole place goes crazy. People are very supportive here, and it's fun. Like the first time I ever saw that, I was like, okay, this is cool. These kids are cool. This is the best place.